Folks, welcome back to The Cut. I'm Craig Shelton. This is UTN 43.8. We appreciate you guys joining us on the show tonight. As we promised at the end of segment one, we have a feature on David Quisenberry, the Texans rookie draft pick this year, combo guard and tackle, and we don't want to keep you waiting. We're going to take you out to the practice field at Methodist Training Center, and then we got some footage with with David Quisenberry from the Texans locker room right after their victory over the Miami Dolphins, where they defeated the Dolphins in preseason game number 2, 24-17. All right, hang in there. We're gonna take you there now. Let's go. Hello, folks. This is Craig Shelton, and I'm coming to you from the Houston Methodist Training Center. Just had an opportunity to speak with Houston Texan rookie David Quisenberry, the big offensive lineman. I almost said big offensive tackle. Big Richard Walker and I just had a conversation about my conversation with Quisenberry, number 77 for the Houston Texans. And the reason why I said that is because I did an article on all the Texans rookie draft picks when they were drafted. And one thing I discussed, and I was really pleased to see, is that, when you're doing research on these players and you take the opportunity, you got to go out on YouTube and search out video, which these days are a lot easier than others. There are scouting services where you can go and subscribe to and be able to get good video of the various players in that manner, and I did a little bit of both. But rarely do I like to read scouting reports from others, because I don't like to do anything to try that may lead me into some level of expectation in regard to what a player may be able to do, or what I may should expect out of this particular player. But one thing about Quisenberry that I found to be pleasing was that I was able to look at some scouting reports on this guy and then watch some film, and I think I read maybe 3 different scouting reports, and then when I saw film, there was a level of consistency that I find rarely when I study on that level. I saw basically what I read in scouting reports. I saw this kid doing on the field. Now, I did not see the versatility as far as me physically watching him play numerous different positions. But what I was able to see was the type of footwork and the type of punch that explained to me why so many feel that this is a kid that can help the Texans as a swing tackle if, God forbid, something was to happen to Dwayne Brown, or if things didn't work out on the right side, or maybe they did work out with Derek Newton on the right side and there was an injury there, or just for rotation purposes to give a guy a blow from time to time. We should be able to expect some good play, at least in a backup role, from a kid in Quisenberry that should be able to contribute. Definitely gave enough optimism to many to think that this kid may be able to contribute in his rookie year. And let's just face it, there was minimal contributions made on the field by the Texans rookie class last season. So we definitely want to see this sophomore class of Texans, guys like Keyshawn Martin and DeVille Posey. We want to see these guys expand their roles and grow. Definitely Whitney Merciless, who was the first-round pick. But also we want to see some folks make an impact this year from this particular rookie draft class of 2013. And that means a guy like Sam Montgomery, who is yet to be on the field. And I just don't know how he's going to help this team going forward with Gary Kubiak's old school approach to football and what his expectations are. And here's a area where I am in agreement with Gary Kubiak and that theory of thinking is, hey man, you don't come into training camp out of shape as a rookie, especially as a rookie, and once you do that, whatever problems you have, getting your body right, dealing with some nagging injuries, a lot of that probably believed to be by many because you didn't come in with your body right, so you struggled in other areas, leads to some nagging injuries. coaches don't like that. And guess what? Fans don't like it, and folks in the media, we don't appreciate it either. So I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of the conversation, a little bit of information on Quisenberry, a guy who's not getting a whole lot of attention, but that doesn't mean he's not playing well or he hasn't been impressive. I wasn't overly impressed by what I saw from the second unit in the opening preseason game against the Vikings, but this kid has looked pretty good. I spent a lot of time watching the interior line drills during spring training, and I like some of the things I saw from Quisenberry. Saw quite a bit of him lined up at the tackle position. I know obviously there are those that think he's a better fit inside. Richard Walker had some comments that made a lot of sense in regard to that. Size-wise, my thing was, well, the inside argument saying ideal, I don't know about ideal. He's a big kid, but he doesn't have that type of girth that you normally would want to see idealistically at the left or the right guard. But he's not a guy that's totally undersized. I would say, just looking at him, he probably will remind you of a Chester Pitts, but he's got better feet than Chester ever had, and he's got good foot movement. And when I say it's better feet than Chester, I mean in regard to playing on the outside, to be able to play the tackle position. But inside, Richard Walker made a great point, and I agree. He has enough burst to get off the line appropriately in what you want to be able to do in a scheme where the Texans run primarily more zone scheme than any conventional style, just taking guys on straight ahead. The Texans do most of their blocking in space, folks. For those of you that don't really understand what the zone scheme is all about, it's more about blocking in space than being assigned to a particular linebacker or safety, just for a little layman's generic view of what the zone blocking scheme is all about. Now, when I talked to Quisenberry today, I asked him point blank, are you healthy? And he told me not only was he healthy, he says, man, I feel great. And I asked him, how was he feeling mentally? He says, I feel great mentally. And he didn't say that playing all over the front offensive line in training camp, he didn't come out and say that he was surprised that it helped him as much as it did. But when I asked him about that, he definitely commented that, look, they've played me all over the place. And then he gave me this little look, like he wanted to say it, but he didn't come out and just outright say it. But I think I felt a little bit of, it even surprised me how much it helped me. And that's what you want to see from kids. You want them to come in and understand the NFL game. There's going to be some surprises for them. And if they listen to what the coaches tell them, and if they follow through with it to the best of their ability and above as far as effort, maybe they'll have a few more surprises as they move along. And I mean in terms of some positive impact for their young careers. Okay, David, I wanted to ask you, from my vantage point in the press box tonight, which is way up where you would never want to be, but you look really good, I thought, on the field tonight. Talk a little bit about how you felt, and if you felt like you played as well as you appeared to.
Yeah, no, I felt good out there. I felt like I did a lot of good stuff. You know, I'm still still a rookie. Still got some stuff to learn. Still got some techniques to sharpen up. But overall, I feel like I understand this offense. I love working with these guys, and I love winning.
When I spoke to you the last time, you talked about you felt like because you've had the opportunity to play several different positions in camp and kind of move along the line a little bit. Talk a little bit more about that. You said you feel like that actually helped prepare you even better.
Exactly. You know, you played a couple different positions. You understand the concepts a little bit better. And, I just played guard tonight. And I felt comfortable. I felt really comfortable there. But, I feel just comfortable, bouncing out and playing tackle or wherever. But tonight was good. A good night at guard for me.
Assuming we all blessed with good health and getting into week one, continuity is such a huge deal with this type of a blocking scheme, where you guys block in space so much. How do you feel that the team is progressing in that regard, being that, you say yourself you've played all over the line, now you got to start out, somebody's going to have to fill that slot. What would you say about the continuity
I think we have so many talented guys on this offensive line, in this team, period. On this offensive line with when Wade goes down or, he's out, he's getting healthy. We got Ben Jones, Cody White, myself, all those guys to step in and fill that role. And I think everybody can go in and get the job done, play at a really high level.
David, we appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, man. Inshallah, good game for you guys overall tonight. Good spring for you. Now we're getting a little bit closer to the real deal. Let's talk a little bit about tonight, and then we'll talk about how you feel about going forward. How you feeling after this game, health-wise and everything?
Feel good. Took a little couple nicks and bruises out there, but be ready to go next week. But health-wise, I feel great. Looking forward to next week. Probably get a lot more playing time, so I'll be looking forward to that.
Talk a little bit about how things have slowed down for you, hearing good things about you from the coaching staff, that you have definitely progressed coming into your third season. Talk a little bit about that.
The years have added up. The experiences, starting to add up, and I just feel comfortable out there. I understand the defense a lot better, and I trust, I trust myself. I hold myself accountable, and I have to. Being a starter right now, everyone's counting on me to do my job. All 11 guys got to do their part, and I'm just going to try to do the same.
And so going into the regular season, regardless of how things turn out on the depth chart, you're ready to contribute and help some of these younger guys move forward?
Oh, definitely. My number one goal is to get on the field, to secure myself a job. And if that's on defense, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to play defense, But if they need me elsewhere, I'm gonna give it all out. I'm gonna go 110 no matter what I do, and I want to be a difference maker on this team. If they want me to help somebody out, then I'm gonna do the same now. I'm gonna give it 110. DJ is a hell of a player. And he's going to have an opportunity to make his way onto the field. We'll see what happens. And my job is just to, keep holding myself accountable as a starter, as a veteran guy, and keep doing the right things.
We appreciate you. Thanks, man.
Yep.
Good to get back out there and run around with the guys again, and just kind of get a feel for game speed again. It's you never see it in practice, no matter how hard you try to replicate it. So it was fun.
It looked like, even though it was a preseason game, it looked like once that open kind of hit, you guys just seemed to like hit a switch. It kind of reminded you, wow, it's time to go.
Yeah, no, and it had that game type environment. Fans were awesome, and it was loud, and it felt like a game, an in-season game. So it was a lot of fun, and it's always fun to play here.
How'd it feel to have Kush back there?
Good, and it's fun watching him run around, hit people in the head, and be crazy. So he brings a lot of attitude to the defense.
I was going to say, with him in there, is that really the difference? There's just an intensity, an intangible kind of energy that he brings?
Yeah, no doubt about it. If you've ever interviewed him before, and
he's intense.
He's an intense guy, and even more on the field. So it's a good thing when you have someone like that in your huddle.
How'd you do tonight? How do you feel you did tonight?
I did average. I thought I could play a lot better, but I always feel like I'm slow to start. Try to get my feet underneath me. In these preseason games, and then hopefully be.
One play I kind of missed a corner on a blitz. I got him, but I didn't get him like I wanted to. That 8-yard or 9-yard run I had, I could have stayed more outside, got more yards. Just little things like that, that once you get back into the flow of it, you'll get those things going. But just little things like that you just want to, for the next game, I want to be on top of.
That's what preseason's all about, though, right?
Exactly.
You always tell us it's preseason.
It's preseason. It's what the learning and getting your game right is for.
So you're 2 weeks away from the regular season. Are you ready? Are you ready now? You need a couple more weeks to let you know.
No, I feel like I'm ready now, but it's just about tighten up the bolts and the screws. Just getting them where you want it to be.
What you thinking about your boy Kareem?
Daisy? Oh! Hey, he had a good game. Ran the ball well, protected well. Did you return any kicks?
Nah, they won't kick it to him better.
They wouldn't kick it to him, so I guess he did pretty good.
Thank you.
All right.
Excuse me.
Casey had another solid performance tonight, at least from my vantage point. I'll get you to talk a little bit about how you felt out there tonight.
I felt good. I felt really good. I think the offense clicked well when we needed it to, and ran the ball well. Offensive line, I thought they did really well tonight. the receivers got open. I think that Lestar made a really good play on that 4th down, and had a couple other guys make some big plays, and it's fun, man. I'm having a lot of fun playing football.
You look like you really do feel comfortable out there, like you're managing things well in the huddle, and just really kind of taking care of business in an efficient way. You feeling as confident as you appear to be feeling?
Yeah, that's one thing I'm trying to focus on, is go out there and lead the offense, operate the offense, and be smooth with everything. And there's a few times tonight we had a couple of penalties that were on me, and that put us in some bad situations. But you learn from it, you move on, and you get better next week.
A lot of support for you here. I mean, people are really behind you. How does that stuff affect you and affect your relationship with TJ?
I don't think it changes anything between TJ and I. I love Houston, and I've been here a long time. And a lot of Cougars around, but. That's just. I'm sure if we were in North Carolina, playing, there'd be a lot of folks yelling for Yates. So, and there are. I'm not saying, but yeah, it's been good. I think we're making each other better.
Good.
All right,
we appreciate it.
Thank you.
Well, Craig Shelton from UTN Urban Television Network. We're here in the locker room in Houston, Texas, with Keyshawn Martin, 2nd-year receiver for the Houston Texans. Keyshawn, appreciate you talking to us for a second. Making plays. I know I talked to you a little bit earlier, TAs, and you worked on the body some in the off season and everything. How you feeling right now going into the season?
I'm feeling good. Had a chance to make a couple plays out there, felt good about it. Just want to keep building on it, and get better next week.
So let's talk psychologically in regard to how the offense is coming together for you in your 2nd year. You're understanding the scheme, and how's your role potentially expanding going into this season?
Well, the offense, I'm not really thinking out there, so I get to just go play out there, and when you can do that, you make more plays. So that's what I've been trying to do that way, and just trying to get better, man. Just trying to focus on catching the ball, looking it in, and then trying to get yards after the catch.
And you're working with a young receiver group, and now you're one of the guys that's probably going to be called on too to kind of help develop the newer guys. How you feel about that?
I feel good about it. Andre, he's a great role model for all of us. So, we all young out there, so we look to him to lead us, and he does a great job. And anything that I could do to help, I'm there for the guys. If they ask me something, I tell them. So, we're a good group. We help each other out, and we got great chemistry out there.
Keyshawn, thanks.
All right, no problem.
All right, folks, you got to hang in there. We got quite a bit more for you. I hope you enjoyed the first 2 segments of the show. We'll run to a break, and when we come back, we'll have more sports talk with you and the guys right here on UTN 43.8. Hang in there.